Welcome to this important teaching video presented by Recovery Alliance and Mothers Love Mansfield. We want you to know, you are not alone, we are here for you. Our goal is transforming lives through Bible-based discipleship. This session is part of our series, Understanding Me and My Family, where we explore the influences that have shaped who we are today. In this video, we will provide an overview of dysfunctional family systems and examine how they impact our lives. We are discussing how dysfunctional families are formed. Families become dysfunctional when unhealthy. Chronic patterns, such as abuse, addiction, poor communication, or lack of boundaries, persistently disrupt the emotional, physical, or psychological safety of members. This dysfunction typically arises when family members cannot thrive, roles are reversed, and conflict remains unresolved. Sometimes dysfunction can happen from a crisis event within the family, and members struggle to cope with it. Examples could be a sudden death or illness, a severe accident, a sudden job loss, or the revelation of a secret, like infidelity or addiction, can instantly shatter a previously functioning family structure. Other times, it is generational, handed down from one generation to the next, with each generation becoming more dysfunctional. No matter what the cause of dysfunction is, it doesn't normally appear overnight. It is learned, modeled, and reinforced over time. There are 5 basic areas that dysfunction develops and continues to thrive in. They are integrational patterns, unresolved trauma, addiction and mental illness, cultural and social pressures, and unhealthy coping mechanisms. We will look at each individually. Intergenerational patterns show that family behaviors are repeated because they feel, quote, normal. Parents often raise children the way they were raised unless intentional healing occurs. Patterns such as emotional neglect, control, addiction, anger, or avoidance are passed down subconsciously, shaping the next generation's beliefs and behaviors. As a result, children inherit unhealed wounds and carry them into adulthood, continuing cycles that were never addressed. Consider these questions about intergenerational patterns. What patterns from your family of origin do you recognize in your life today? In what ways have you repeated behaviors you once said you would never repeat? What unhealed wounds from previous generations influence your beliefs about love, authority, safety, or identity? Parents who carry unresolved trauma often lack the emotional resources needed for healthy parenting. They may struggle to express feelings, nurture consistently, manage conflict, or create stability. Trauma responses, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, become part of the family's daily atmosphere. Instead of learning healthy emotional skills, children adapt by learning survival behaviors. These adaptations may help them cope temporarily, but they hinder emotional growth and future relationships. Reflect on these questions about unresolved trauma. What significant painful events shaped your childhood environment, and how were they handled? How did the adults in your life respond to stress? Were emotions openly expressed? Do you notice survival behaviors in yourself? How has unresolved trauma impacted your ability to trust, connect, or feel safe in relationships? What emotional skills do you feel you were never taught? When addiction or untreated mental health issues, such as depression, anxiety, or personality disorders, are present, the entire family system becomes destabilized. Loved ones adapt by enabling, minimizing, hiding the problem, or stepping into adult responsibilities. They may live with constant fear, unpredictability, or emotional chaos. Over time, children absorb these patterns as normal and often develop their own struggles with instability, codependency, or emotional numbness. Consider the following about addiction and mental illness. Did these struggles affect your family? What roles did you take on in response? Did you feel responsible for managing someone else's emotions? How has unpredictability shaped your need for control? Have you minimized dysfunction? How do fear and secrecy influence your relationships? Some cultures, communities, and family systems prioritize image, performance, and obedience over emotional health and authenticity. Families may suppress vulnerability to maintain a certain appearance or avoid judgment. Messages like "don't tell anyone what happens here" reinforce secrecy and shame, discouraging honesty and healing. As a result, dysfunction is preserved rather than confronted, creating a cycle in which emotional pain is hidden instead of addressed. Think about these cultural and societal pressures. What unspoken rules shaped your family culture? Was image prioritized over emotional health? Were you encouraged to express vulnerability? Do you still feel pressure to maintain an image? What expectations shaped your family's approach to conflict? Where might fear of judgment prevent honesty or healing? Many dysfunctional behaviors begin as childhood survival strategies, avoiding conflict, shutting down, pleasing others, controlling situations, or withdrawing emotionally. Although these coping mechanisms once protected the child, they eventually become ingrained patterns that shape communication, relationships, and conflict management. Over time, these habits form the emotional system the family operates within, perpetuating dysfunction into the next generation. Ponder these questions on unhealthy coping mechanisms. What coping strategies did you develop as a child? How did they protect you? And how might they limit you now? How do you handle conflict today? What patterns show up repeatedly in your relationships? Do you struggle to express your needs? What would your current coping style look like as an emotional template for the next generation? Comparing healthy versus dysfunctional families shows clear differences in emotional safety, boundaries, communication, roles, conflict resolution, and love and support. Healthy families foster growth and resilience, while dysfunctional families perpetuate the repetition of pain and dysfunction. Your past explains you, but it does not define you. What was modeled can be unlearned, and what was missing can be developed. What was broken can be restored. Growth is not about rewriting your childhood. It is about reclaiming your future. We hope this video has been helpful as you continue discovering who you are and understanding why you do what you do. For information on how to get involved or to support this ministry through a donation, please contact us at motherslovemansfield@gmail.com or recoveryalliancemansfield@gmail.com. Be sure to watch our other videos and don't forget to like and share.